Welcome to GSKP, Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. Today's date is April something, 24th, 2024. Thanks for joining me. Got a couple shout outs to give. The story tonight's gonna be kind of dark, but it is what it is. So let's get our song on out of the way, and we'll get to the matter at hand.
Out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it. I knew.
Welcome to Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach, April 24, 2024. Hi. How y'all doing? I know it's been a while. It's been a couple of days, weeks or something, but this story I felt need to be told. It's already been told, but I felt we need to talk about it. First, my shout outs. I want to shout out to my new subscriber. Her name is Aaliyah Gonzalez. Thank you for subscribing. Oh my God. I'm so happy. Thank you, Aaliyah. Shout out to you. I want to shout out to my nephew who is graduating soon from KU. Rock Chalk, go Clinton. Yay. So proud of you. I think that's all the shout outs I have right now. When I get more news, I'll shout out to everyone and whomever. um, I just thank you. Let me say this before I go any further because I don't say it often. I want to thank everyone that watches and supports me. I really like doing this. I'm having fun. You know, every day I grow, so I'm learning more every video. And I just want to say thank you. You know, I spend a lot of time by myself, and this is kind of sort of a way for me to socialize. Uh, I would appreciate it if you guys commented and talked back to me. Let me know what you think about my commentary. This is something new for me. So I'm just trying something. Again, thank you for watching and supporting. It means a lot to me. Thanks. Okay, on to the task at hand. So tonight's story is about. Now, this subject is something it's very serious. This subject falls in the realm of mental illness. We all know someone. If we are not that someone, um, Mental illness is very serious. Uh, we all need to keep our mental illness in check, healthy, aware as possible. I mean, our brain gets sick just like the rest of us do, and we have to take care of our brain just like we do the rest of our bodies, minds, and spirit. This story comes from New York. Um, this happened about 3 or 4 days ago. A man was in, I'm assuming Central Park or a park somewhere close to there, I'm assuming. At the time of this incident, you all's former president, whose name I refuse to repeat on my channel. So if you don't know who I'm talking about, look it up. Because I refuse to use his name. He doesn't get any time on my channel. So anyway, he's on trial. Or going to be on trial again. He's also some of y'all's candidates for presidency. How? I don't know, especially with his record and everything that's going on with him, but that's a whole nother story. We don't give him no juice over here. He don't get it over here. So anyway, this story is not about him, but at the same time, your former president was I guess they were beginning a trial or some pre-trial stuff. Oh, excuse me. That's from out of nowhere. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. But some kind of pre-trial thing is going on here in New York, and a man, from what I understand, had been handing out flyers in this park. Pretty much Armageddon flyers. The man then, after going from place to place and making this announcement into the world, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 this man set himself on fire. I found this to be a terrible, terrible thing. I'm going to say this, and please don't misunderstand me. For him to do this, I should hope that he was ill. And that it was something that he had no control over. I should hope that he did not purposely do this to himself in support or in protest for the former president. I should hope, and not because I want this man to be mentally ill. I think it would be more acceptable for me to know that the man was sick than to know he, being in a so-called right mind, did this in protest of the former president being on trial. Number one, he ain't all that. And I'm talking about the former president. He ain't all that. Number two, how is it you get that wrapped up and involved in someone who doesn't even know you're on this earth? Why and how does that happen? I should hope, not because I want him to be ill, but I should hope that is why he would go to a manner that is so extreme that he would take his own life in such a horrible way. For a man who didn't even know he was on this earth. Y'all's former president didn't bit more know that man was on this earth than I did until they showed him on the news the other day. Burning up, laid on the streets. And then what's really, and what's sad and what's really bad about it is that the courts didn't stop not one stroke. They kept right on going. And that man has given up his life. Them courts didn't even stop for a moment of silence. And this man has lost his life right outside the window, set himself on fire. And mind you, I know it's not the court's fault. Courts didn't have anything to do with it, but it's just a disregard for life. They could have stopped proceedings for 5 minutes. Just a moment of silence. To be burned up is a horrific way in which to transition. And that didn't change anything for the courts. I should hope, and again, not because I want the man to be ill, I should hope that this man was suffering some kind of illness for him to go to this extreme over such a person as that, as the former. This is why we need to make sure and keep our mental as healthy as we do our physical, our spiritual, our financial. This is a prime example of an unhealthy mental situation. We get sick in our brains too. It's part of our body. When we get a cold, it don't stop at the brain. It affects everything. The entire body is affected. When it's ill, the entire body is affected. We need to be aware of mental stability, keep it in check. If you have meds, take your meds. They're there to help you, not hurt you. So that we can avoid situations as such. I know there's homeless and don't have money, and I know that's not your fault, our fault, the people's fault. That's the government's fault. Medication is so high and foolish crazy. People can't afford to be mentally healthy. People can't really afford to be physically healthy. They tell you to eat healthy, and healthy food is so expensive. How can you? When you can go down there to Burger King and get $2 burger. How can you eat healthy when it's too expensive? And you got 2 and 3 children and family. It's too expensive. But even at that, we have to try. We have to try. Eating well helps our mental as well as our physical. Mental health is a real and serious issue. We need mental physicians as well as we need physical physicians. We got to do better about our mental as well as our physical. We've got to do better. I find this story to be really, really sad. I really do. This man has lost his life. Though of course, I don't know the man. But he had a family. He had friends at one time in his life. And I'm sure they're sad to find and know that this has happened. And this all could have been avoided, maybe, with medications. Therapy. Not that he could have been healed, but he could have been treated. Treatment. Just like anything else. Treatment. But it's too late now. Because he's gone. So let's work together so that we don't have any more incidences like this. Let's hope the next protester protests and goes home. I found this to be a very sad story. I saw some memes, which I found very disrespectful, of a lady reporting the story. And people are talking about, we want her to tell us what happened, tell us our business. And all. That wasn't funny. I found that so disrespectful. That lady was doing her job. That lady wasn't trying to be funny. That lady was reporting on the death of a man who had set himself on fire. And congratulations, young lady, you did a great job. They told the truth about that. You did an awesome job reporting the death of this man. You did. You absolutely did. Job well done, miss. To Max's family, my condolences. I hope we can learn from this. This is GSKP, April 24, 2024. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. Again, condolences to the man's family. Though they may never see this, we gotta respect one another's life. I am my brother's keeper. Like I always say, wear your mask. COVID is back on the rise. It's still moving around. It hasn't gone anywhere. Again, thanks, Aaliyah. Yay! Thanks, Aaliyah. Miss Gonzalez. Yay! Thank you. My new subscriber. I want to thank you for watching and supporting. Again, I am my brother's keeper. And as I always say, take care. Say your prayers. I love you. Bye.